What's up, everybody? So I was thinking, I have like 4 different cameras that I have been using, and I've had this Ace Pro 2 for quite a while, and I guess I just never really sat down and messed with it, because this camera has like so much potential, and it's amazing. I used to film a lot on my Pocket 3, but I don't really like the quality of it anymore after messing around with my Ace Pro 2 for the past month. So I've been using it for like the past month, shooting different family events and everything. And I don't know, I'm really impressed with it. Like I said, it's been out for a while, and I haven't used it because I've actually was going to get back in photography and buy me another Sony, but I decided, I was like, well, you know what? I was watching a gentleman on YouTube, and his channel, I'll go ahead and drop him. His name is Chris Meets Chris. Look him up on YouTube. He has kind of inspired me to actually work with my cameras and get to know them better. And like I said, the past month I've been using this Insta360 Ace Pro 2. And right now I got an ND filter on it, but I just acquired the cinema lens for this about 3 or 4 days ago. I started messing around and shooting with that, and I'm gonna like it for like maybe documentary short film purposes, or maybe an epic vacation with my family. But it's definitely different. It's not, I mean, you could use it for everyday vlogging, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stick with this camera for a while. But I do carry in my EDC, my everyday carry, I do carry my Insta360 Go. I really like that one. So I'm going to use this for a while, like I was saying. But my Insta360 Go is pretty good too. I like it because it's small, and I like because it's magnetic and you can just stick it to any magnetic metal surface. I like it for different kind of shots. I've used it for, I had a video a while back where I smacked it right on my garage door and used it as I was pulling in, you know, the effect of it going up. But anyway, back to the main thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. I have neck surgery in the morning. They just called me and told me that I have to be there by 5 a.m. So that means I got to leave my house like at 4 because I got to drive to Corpus. I'd be lying if I didn't tell you I'm freaking nervous. This will be my 5th or 6th surgery. I can't remember. I've had so many. I've had 2 back surgeries, ankle surgery, hand surgery, now neck surgery. I wish they'd fix my brain though, because I was hoping for that, but I guess that doesn't matter at this point, huh? So yeah, I was doing the last of my to-dos this morning. I had sprinkled laundry detergent out my yard because my wife had read that it helps kill fleas and mosquitos, or deters the mosquitoes. And down here in South Texas, we have a big mosquito problem. We always do, but for some reason this spring, the fleas are just horrible. It's like, and we're not the only ones. There's people all over the place down here that are having flea problems. So needless to say, that you go to Walmart or any other store you go to, it almost seems like people are hoarding flea meds. It's pretty funny. No, I don't know, I just made that up. I mean, these days you never know. They hoarded toilet paper, people hoard Scout Pokemon cards, people were hoarding Powerade drinks from HEB, dude. Like, what are you gonna do with 180 bottles of Powerade? You do know that's just diabetes in a bottle, man. That stuff, it dehydrates you. If there's sugar in it, it's not a hydration drink at all. Just drink water, dude. It's cheaper and it's better for you. Then again, I'm a big water drinker. Sorry, my dogs are crazy. And I don't drink a whole lot of soda. I don't drink a whole lot of anything, really, except for coffee, water, and every now and then I'll have tea. I love my sweet tea, which I don't drink it much because of the sugar, like I just said after I was talking about the Powerade. So I'd say like when I do get tea, my wife will pick me up a gallon and I'll drink that for like 3 days, and then I'm like teed out for a while, and so that's just the gist of it right there. Oh, my camera's a little off there. Okay, so I'm about to have to change this filter, so let's see here. Let's go back to the cinema lens and just do widescreen. And there we go. So put the cinema lens on. I like I said, I keep it on there most of the time, but I prefer to use the ND filter when I go outside. Like I said, that one has probably become one of my favorite. The cinema lens on this one, I don't have the setting on it, but I like shooting with it because when I want to shoot a cinema, I don't have to take the lens off. I can just change the setting on the Ace Pro 2. So yeah, so the rest of the day I'm gonna be hanging out, just freaking out about surgery in the morning. So I guess that's where my head is right now. But, I've been wanting to rearrange my desk, but I just haven't yet. It's basically a mess because my kid's stuff, it gets charged here. She has taken over my desk, but she's not here, so bye-bye tablet. And bye-bye headphones. It's alright, I threw them on the bed. I didn't really throw them on the ground or anything. So, yeah, I'm getting back into my vlogging. I really miss doing it. I did it a while back. I took my time and did it, and I talked about mental health a lot, like y'all's probably seen in a previous video. So this go around, I'm not going to be drilling mental health as much. I'll talk about it a little bit, but I'm just here to vlog, just film content, talk to you guys. So, you know what? If you have any pointers or suggestions on how I vlog, please leave it in the comments. Tell me what I can do better. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. It doesn't matter to me. That's like, I'll take all of it. I don't care. So, but hold on, let's fix you here real quick. There we go. We'll do that. But I have started my course on getting my 107 license for drones, and I've already took the trust certificate, that little test, whatever, passed all that, and now I'm going to be working on getting the 107 done. It's going to take me a little bit. It's going to take me about, my goal is to have my license by the end of July this summer, because we are going to New York in August, and I really want to fly. There's Montour Falls. There's the Gorge and Falls in Watkins Glen. Watkins Glen is like my home away from home. I love that place. Where's my browser? There we go. And so, oh look, I was looking up cards. See, when I'm not doing my schoolwork, I'm looking up cards. Like there's my Lorcana. I was looking at Pokemon the other day. Yeah, I collect cards. I used to be a card vendor, but it got to be a big money game and it wasn't fun for me anymore. So yeah, there's that. So what I was saying was I'm taking the 107 course that I got off of Drone Pro Academy. And it's pretty simple to use. They give you everything. They give you the study guides to download, the cheat sheets, and what to know, and you know, the maps and all that stuff. And I didn't know it was going to be this like intense of a test. I suck at tests. When I was in school, I would study the night before and just finish it in the morning as I'm going to school in the morning, and I always passed. But when I tell myself to study ahead of time, it gives me anxiety. But I get anxiety about everything, and that's just the truth. Let's look up here. So, like I was saying earlier, get on YouTube. Like, well, apparently you're on YouTube. If you're watching this video, you're on my channel. There is a lot. If you're into vlogging or you want to start vlogging, start with your phone. I did it with my phone for a while, and then because I'm a camera junkie, I love cameras. Anything I can make that can take a picture or do a video, I like it. So I started off on my iPhone, which iPhones have fantastic cameras now. Like every year they come out with a new phone. It's just the lenses are just phenomenal, and they work great. I use mine sometimes for like B-roll shots, like the cinematic setting on your iPhone. I'd use that for like B-roll shots. But before I started filming with this one, this is what I started off with. And I still have it. I still use it from time to time. Is the DJI Action 3. Dude, this OG is old, man. So I use this one quite a bit, and I'll still use it if it's like something to do with water, like a water sport. Like I use this for when I went windsurfing, and I didn't do too bad. I had to say for the first hour I couldn't stand on it, but once I figured it out, I did pretty good. I was surprised myself. So if you want, you can start with action camera. I prefer these little action cameras because they're small. You take them anywhere and just put them right in your pocket. Now my Sony 6400 and then my Sony a7 II, I couldn't do that. I always had to have a bag with me all the time with the 2 cameras, the 3 or 4 lenses, and it was good because at the time I did sports photography, and I really enjoy it, and I still do enjoy photography, but I felt like I was having to do it because of a business perspective, and it got to be overwhelming. And I'm going to be doing some drone footage in the fall for one of the local high school football teams, so I'm looking forward to that in August. And so, like I was saying, get you an action camera if you want. Start with your phone, and then once the Pocket 3 came out, like I was mentioning earlier in the video, this was an amazing. It still is a good camera. It really is. But after shooting on the Insta360 Ace Pro 2, the quality on this one is so different than the Ace Pro 2, which every camera is going to shoot different. But I haven't really used this one that much. I think like maybe I might use it for like an interview purpose because of the mic. I don't know. So basically it sits on the shelf with the rest of my equipment for right now. And that doesn't mean I'm never going to use it because I've always been a DJI guy. But here lately, Insta360 has got it. I'm telling you. You have changed me to the dark side. So Insta360, I'm your man now. But I saw that Insta360 came out with a camera like the Pocket that DJI did, and I think I want to get my hands on one of those, but it'll be a while because my wife is probably like another camera, and I'm sure if you're like me and you're into the cameras, yeah. So I may have to sell some Pokemon cards to get them. But yeah, start vlogging, man. Just like me, I got so worried about what people would want to hear or people would want to see, and I realized it just be me, just be yourself, just be raw. I call it just being raw. I don't really do a whole lot of editing on mine. Like I'll clip shots, of course, add in some graphics, maybe change the filter, but that's about it. I don't get all into it. Like, for one, I don't have the programs to do it. I mean, I do, but I don't use them. I use just my iPad, and it works fine for me. Like, and another thing is, it's like I really don't know how to do all that if I go deep down into like the editing and all that. And I haven't completed my degree in graphic. What's that called? Graphics or whatever. I don't know. Started my schooling at SNHU for graphic and design. There you go. I don't know why I brain farted. So I still got probably another 2.5 years of that to complete, and I'd stopped doing it because we'd lost my oldest daughter at the time, and I just could not focus on school, and so I haven't done it in probably 2 years, and I need to get back on it because that graphics design would help me out a lot, and plus I enjoy doing stuff like that. And but right now, I guess I'm just gonna get back to doing things around the house. The wife is at her doctor's appointment. The girls went with her. I was hoping to keep the 3-year-old. I thought she was gonna stay here with me and hang out, but at the last minute she decided to change her mind and go with her mom. And so I was like, okay, well, I guess Dad's gonna have the chance to get to do what he needs to do around the house. And so of course I always got to have my background music on. Well, I'm listening to music right now. I always have an AirPod under my headphones. It's easier for me to have music going in one ear and still be able to talk to somebody, and helps my anxiety a lot because I'm diagnosed bipolar autistic, and I always knew my whole life I was different, but I had just got into where I could fit in anywhere and just mask and just be like everybody else. Well, by doing that, I wasn't being true to myself. I wasn't benefiting myself at all by just not being me. So just what changed it all was I quit drinking, because I drank a lot to socialize. Like, that was the only way I could talk and be with people, because by just being me, to be honest, I'm a weirdo, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. I'm just me. Okay. I'm just me. So yeah, I'll be sober 3 years this Father's Day from alcohol, and I have felt way better about myself. Kind of probably in better health besides the surgeries than I was in my 20s and 30s. So yeah, I'm 42. I'm an old man, but I don't feel like I'm 42. I really don't. So where was I going with all this? I get so distracted. I'm over here like trying to find music and a nice background for my TV, in which I'm probably going to end up shifting it this way. I may have to move my lamp to over here. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do here in a little bit, as soon as I get done with my chores. I got to earn my allowance money, my wife says. Just kidding. She don't tell me that. I do whatever I want to do. As long as she's not watching this video. And don't tell her that, okay? Because she really is the boss. But yeah, I'm my own man. Hold on, I'm still looking, guys. Okay. And, you know what? Talk about DJI. So, I've got 3 DJI drones. I have the Mini 2, I have the Neo, and then I just recently picked up the Avata 360. Now, my Mini 2, it's kind of obsolete for me right now. I may sell it, or I may just keep it as a shelf piece, just sit there, Now the Neo, I've heard really awesome things about the Neo 2, but I was in between the Neo 2 or the Avata 360. Of course, I went to 360 because you get different shots. It's for different things. And I shot a pretty dope video, which is on this channel, with it. And I was impressed. Like, I got a feeling I'm going to be able to do some good things come August for the football teams. So, but yeah, those are probably going to be the last DJI products I do get. Like, not drone wise, but camera wise, I'm kind of backing away from the DJI a little bit. I think I may pick up an Action 6 at some point, but I don't think I need to because I have this guy. I have the Ace Pro 2. Like, I keep saying that because I'm telling you, I love this camera. Like I said, I've had it for a while, and it just, I'm falling in love with it. And the more I use it, the more easier, and I know the camera. Like, you're supposed to know your cameras. I used my Pocket 3 forever. I used my Action 3 forever. And then right now, I use every day is my Insta360s, the Ace Pro 2 and the Go. But I get so thrown off. I don't know what I'm talking about. I probably said the same thing like 500 times to you guys. Yeah. So, but I'm gonna get off here. I've got some things I got to do around the house, and You guys will see me tomorrow or the next day. I don't know. I got to be up in the morning early for surgery. Like I told you guys, I'm going to film it all. And I won't be able to film the surgery in the surgery room, but I'll get as much as I can for you guys. So, all right, everybody. Happy Monday. Have a great day, everyone. Cherish your loved ones, and peace out.